Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So the first thing I'm going to do is skin prep. So I'm taking the Ordinary caffeine solution and just placing that under my eyes. Then to prime my skin, I'm taking the MAC Pro Matte Primer and just placing that on my forehead and cheek area, just anywhere I want it to stay matte the full day. And then for foundation, I'm taking the MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NC30 and then using a beauty blender just to blend that all out. For concealer, I'm using the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade Granola and just placing that under my eyes and then again blending out. Just to kind of brighten up the under eyes, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in the shade 1.5 and then going in with the RCMA translucent powder and baking with that. For brows, I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ash Brown. And then on top of that, I'm just placing mascara rather than a brow gel. Moving on now to the eyes, I'm taking the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. Taking the shade Beans Are White, I'm just placing that along the lash line and then taking a fluffy brush just to blend out all the edges, just so that it doesn't look as harsh. Now taking the shade Freshly Toasted and placing that in my crease and dragging that midway. Then going in with a clean fluffy brush and then just blending out all the harsh edges. Now going in with the shade Substitute for Love and placing that in the crease and again just blending that all out. Using the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, I'm carving out like a half cut crease. So the best thing to do when doing like a cut crease is use like a flat brush. So that could be like a concealer brush or any type of brush, but as long as it's flat. Now going in with the shade Bitter Start, I'm just placing that all over the concealer we laid out as like a primer, if you want to call it, just so that this colour stands out a little bit more and it doesn't look flat on the lid. And then going in with like a fluffy brush, I'm just cleaning up all the edges just so that it looks a lot more blended and seamless and doesn't look as harsh as it did in the beginning. Back in with the shade Substitute for Love, I'm placing that on the outer third of my eye just so that the look looks a little bit more vibrant, because I felt it just looked really flat without that colour on top. And then going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills World Traveler palette, I'm just placing that, the colour Noir, along the lash line and then blending that out just to kind of make the lash line look a little bit more darker. And to also make it just look a little bit more fuller, so I'm dragging that product slightly towards my brow just so that it looks a little bit more elongated, and then going in with a clean fluffy brush and just blending that all out.
For a long time, and nothing can touch that love got a bulletproof from day one to dance when we put together.
Okay, so this is just an extra step I decided to do, so you don't have to do this, but this is the NYX vinyl liner in black, and I'm just placing that on the lash line so that when I do put lashes on, it just hides the band. Now taking the shade Substitute for Love, and I think I'm taking Freshly Toasted as well. I'm just placing that on my waterline. Now going in with the shade number 77 in the Inglot Gel Liner, I'm just placing that on my waterline and then taking the shade Beans Are White, and that was that dark brown shade, and I'm placing that on my waterline as well just to blend out all the other colours we placed earlier, just so that it looks a little bit more smoky in the bottom. For mascara, I'm using the Miss Manga L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the shade Black. For contour, I'm using the Revolution Pro HD palette and taking the shade from the bottom line. It's the lightest, darkest shade, if you get what I mean. And I'm placing that all in the areas I would usually contour, so my jawline, cheekbones, forehead, and I've done my nose as well. So to bronze my skin, I'm going in with the same Revolution HD palette and taking the top right shade, which is more of a reddish, brownish toned bronzer, and I'm placing that all in the areas that I contoured. So for highlighter, I'm taking the BH Cosmetics Wet and Radiant bronzer palette, and to be honest, I don't feel it as a bronzer palette. I feel it's more of a highlighting palette, but each to their own. If you prefer it as a bronzer, then go ahead, you could use the darker shades and use it as a bronzer. To set everything in place, I'm just taking the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray and just putting that all over my face, and then going in with the Revolution Pro lipstick in the shade Truth. I'm just placing that on my lips, and that is it. We are finally done. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment, share, like and subscribe to my channel. Also, to see more from me on a daily basis, head over to my Instagram page where you will see a lot more content. See you later. Bye.